Today I'm talking about Nancy Hart, the Georgia farm wife the Cherokee literally named War Woman because apparently that's just a normal Thursday on the Revolutionary War frontier. Nancy wasn't a woman of average disposition. She was a 6-foot-tall, red-headed, cross-eyed Georgia frontierswoman.
Fucking doorbell.
And before you say, okay, sure, sounds like local legend stuff, I mean, it fucking is. Half of her story comes from newspaper articles written 50 years after she died. But that's the fun of it, and this is fucking America, and that's what we do.
Here we go again. I keep my enemies close like my next of kin. On my side like my Mexicans, not enough evidence.
The Cherokee called her Wahachi, which means war woman. Her family just called her Aunt Nancy, and Georgia later actually named a county after her. The only mother county in the state named for a woman. She married a guy named Benjamin Hart and had so many kids her uterus fell out.
So I goes to pick her up the next day. She got 3 more kids with her.
No, somewhere between 6 and 8 kids, depending on who you ask. And they moved out to the Broad River Valley, basically the Wild West of the 1700s, Loyalist territory. Nancy is basically running the household, the farm, and apparently the local intelligence network. So here's one of her most notable stories. About 5 or 6 Tory soldiers show up, Loyalist troops. They were either hunting for a Patriot lieutenant or they were just hungry, depending on who's telling the story. They killed the last turkey in her yard and tell Nancy to cook it. She smiles, says no problem, come on in, starts pouring the drinks, corn liquor, and lots of it.
We about to get turned up. I can't stand this music. My bottom half, every time I hear this music, it just want to drop. That's the hole from back in the day.
While they're eating and participating in some good food and some good old libations, Nancy starts sliding their muskets out through gaps in the cabin wall, one at a time. She sends her daughter out for some water, and it's really just to blow a conch shell and call the neighbors. She actually gets caught trying to slip the last gun out the wall. Nancy tells them to sit down and don't fucking move. They probably didn't say that. Fuck wasn't a sentence enhancer back then. Anyway, she tells them not to move. One of them doesn't listen, stands up, takes a step towards her. Don't do that shit, you get shot in the face. Second one tries to make a move towards the guns. She shoots his ass too. Now she's standing in her cabin holding the remaining 4 at gunpoint until her husband and the neighbors show up. Benjamin wants to be a true Samuel Adams type and shoot the rest of them right there on the spot. Nancy says no, shooting's too good for all of them. So they find a tree. And here's the part that actually makes the story cool as shit. In 1912, like over a century later, construction crews are building a railroad near the old cabin site, and they dig up 6 skeletons. 4 of them consistent with a hanging. 2 were shot, 4 hang. That's 6. This wasn't even her only move either. She'd caught a Tory spy peeking through a crack in her cabin wall once when she was making some soap, lye soap. And I don't know if you've ever seen that shit or not, but we're talking like giant cauldrons. The ladles are like boat oars, okay? So what'd she do? She threw a whole ass ladle of boiling soap water towards the hole. Nuked his fucking face. Then tied him up and handed him over. Some accounts say she also used to hide along the river and just pick off Tories crossing by boat, just freelance sniping on her own time. After the war, the Harts stayed in the area for years. Nancy eventually moved to Kentucky with one of her sons after Benjamin died, became a devout Methodist, and lived past the age of fucking 90. And while the history books decide whether or not to believe her, Nancy Hart was still out here running a farm, raising all these goddamn children, and apparently turning her dinner table into a fucking kill box for anyone who tried to threaten them. And though I can't prove every detail, 6 skeletons in the ground say someone definitely picked the wrong fucking cabin to raid. Also, little fun fact, there was actually a group of women during the Civil War that called themselves the Nancy Harts. They took up arms to protect themselves, their family, and their property. That's pretty dope. I'll see you tomorrow.